In this video, I'm going to share with you my honest experience of starting a business with zero money and what I've learned from that journey. Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lizzie Benton, a company culture coach based here in the UK, and I've been running my business, Liberty Mind, for 7 years. I began my business in 2018 at the age of 30, and at the time I had absolutely zero money to invest in starting a business. I want to share with you the honest experience of starting a business with no money. Yep, no bank loan and no loan from bank of mum and dad, just little on me. And I want to share with you what I learned from that journey and what I would do differently if I was starting a business now. So first of all, let me be really transparent about the situation that led to me starting my own business. Now, in 2018, I had just been made redundant. It was January, and I had the ultimate decision: do I jump into another career and find another job, or do I take the plunge and start my own business? And I had always had this urge to start my own business. So you could say the redundancy was a little bit of a kick to get me started. Now, when I say that I started my business with no money, I literally mean that I only had £5,000 in savings in my bank account. And although I'd just been made redundant, because of the type of redundancy that it was, I wasn't getting any redundancy payout for about 6 months. So this £5,000 had to not only pay my rent and my food and my bills, but basically help me survive for as long as possible. So when I say that I was bootstrapping in the early days, I was literally bootstrapping. However, this has taught me that you can literally start with nothing. And because I started with so little, I learned to do it all myself. Yes, I even built my own first website. It wasn't very good, but it was still a website. It still told people what I was doing and what I could provide. So I was bootstrapping and doing it all myself. That's just what I had to do because I couldn't pay for anybody else to do it. So I was just learning as much as I could myself in order to get going. And that's absolutely what you have to do. If this isn't something you're comfortable with doing, and if I would do it differently now, I would maybe have something that's called a runway, a set amount of money in the bank account that you're willing to invest in your business to begin with. Now, I know a lot of people won't also be in the situation where I was made redundant and I had to make a very quick decision about what I wanted to do. So you may already be working in a full-time job or a part-time job and kind of putting some money away to start your business. Now, I would just say have a figure in mind that you're willing to invest into your business if you really want to. But that is not going to actually mean you're going to end up being hyper successful. That is something completely different. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much money you get started with, it's just that you get started. One of the things that really frustrates me when I see a lot of people talking about when they started their business is that they have this kind of like specific marketing strategy for customers to just come flooding in. Well, that didn't happen for me, and I don't believe that there is a perfect business blueprint for sales and customers to just suddenly come flooding in. The reality is it took me a year, yes, 12 months to get my first customer for my business. I just want you to let that sink in slightly. And I was doing all sorts of things. I was doing blog writing, I was doing a lot of SEO on my website, I was doing social media, Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn, and I was also doing direct mail campaigns. Yes, good old-fashioned letters in the post to some of my ideal clients. And what worked? The direct mail. It was the last thing that I tried, but actually a letter and my brochure through the door to somebody who was my ideal customer ended up getting me my first customer. But that doesn't mean that same strategy would work now. In fact, I recently tried a direct mail campaign and it fell flat on its face. So you really have to initially take on a scattergun approach and try lots of different things because you don't initially know exactly which platform or which marketing channel is going to work for you and your business. It is so unique to every single business. So just try lots of things, test it out, and see what the results are. The third thing I did a lot of in those early days was to ask for help. As I said, I had barely any money, so I couldn't pay anyone, but I didn't really know what I was doing. I mean, do any of us really know what we're doing? So I thought, right, what can I do to kind of help me start to get going and figure out what I need to do? So I asked for help from a lot of people, and most of them were very kind and wanted to offer me advice, guidance, and support me on the journey. In fact, if you surround yourself with good people, the likelihood is they are all going to want to support you and guide you and give you as much advice as possible. So by all means, find people who you trust and who get what you're doing and who will happily offer you any advice, guidance, or even some free mentoring during this time. And don't be afraid to ask for help. You know, we don't always know all of the answers. And what is the worst that could happen? Someone's going to say no, but then if they say yes, you're always going to be better off. So those are the 3 things that I have learned from starting a business from scratch with very little money, like minuscule amount of money. And I hope that that has helped you on your journey of starting a business or just giving you some confidence to get going. I will also be sharing other honest realities of starting a business, running a business, how I do things. So if there is something really specific that you would like to know, and especially if it's UK specific, then do drop me a comment below and I can answer it in my next video.